This is a Lego Harry Potter set that probably should have been reviewed a few months ago. It's set number 76419. It's the iconic Hogwarts castle. And let me start off by saying this thing looks absolutely gorgeous when it is made. However, I will go out on a limb and say that it is an absolute labour of love to make. Lots of 1 and 2 stud pieces that are quite tricky to stick together. 22 bags in total, a really thick folder that contained 2 instruction manuals that were equally as thick. And I've made a point of showing off the only black base plate that you get in this set. For some reason, despite seeing other people build it, I thought that you might get a slightly bigger base plate given the size of the structure, but you just have to connect a series of smaller plates together. As you move through the instruction manual, there's some fantastic artwork, including something from the designer and a nice little bit on the architect of Hogwarts, which is the golden figure that you get in this particular 2023 model. And as you go through both instruction manuals, you can see there are little author's notes that go along with some of the micro scale builds to flesh out what the scenes are. A lot of scenes from Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. First couple of films feature pretty heavily in this manual. You get the hint from this one. It's the chessboard from the Philosopher's Stone, but I'll go through them as we go around the castle. And there's the architect, who is the golden figure that you get in this particular build. Really nice figure, nice little gold base plate, which is a nice touch, particularly when you're paying this kind of money. And you can place them down on any of the 2 studs that are exposed on the black paneling, which is either in the corner or right next to the Hogwarts name plaque. And we're going to go around the building now, starting with the Durmstrad ship, which of course is from the 4th film. Really nice effect created in the water with the translucent tiles. Ship was pretty good. You'll notice a lot of these builds are 1 and 2 piece builds, and this is a set I did a few weeks ago on the channel. Well, not quite this one, but it is the flying 4-angular stuck in the Whomping Willow, and that's a really nice way to do it. And I like the way the Abraxans have been done on the Beauxbatons carriage. I do hope I've said that correctly. It's something that is weirdly tucked away in my memory from the 4th film, which I actually really love. The Goblet of Fire, it's probably my favourite one. There's the Hogwarts tile on the front there, and I feel like my expectations of tiled pieces on display plaques have been slightly skewed by the recent Star Wars diorama sets and the anniversary tiles. Moving around the building clockwise, you've got the boathouse, that at the very, very bottom there, and all the stairs that lead all the way up to the Great Hall, which I think has been nicely represented with the effect of those pipe pieces just down the side there as well. Nice blending of grass as well, and good roofing effect. I do like that we're going back to grey roofing on all of the Hogwarts builds, particularly this year. And there you can see what I really like about this is the fact that it just looks like a little world within itself. Even that little brown bridge there has been fantastically done, and you can see all of the windows and door pieces that look fantastic. And I'm relieved to say that in a set this price there is 0 stickers. It is all printed tiles. Moving down and round the building, some of my favourite parts there. You've got the potions room, followed by the Philosopher's Stone setup, as I'm calling it. You've got the Mirror of said there, along with a flame. You've got the chessboard, which is what preceded it, and you've then got the room where the keys need to be retrieved to get through to the chessboard, which I think is nice. I do think it would be nice if there had been some keys added to those pipe pieces. Moving around the corner as well, you've got the Devil's Snare area, which I think was signified quite nicely with these particular horn pieces. And as you move to the left of that, you're going to see the Chamber of Secrets, where you've got a really nice, I don't know if you can see at the very back there, headpiece with the 2 snakes on the side, and you've got a green snake in the middle as well there. I think that is really nicely done. Moving up and round, you've got the translucent pieces again, making a show to signify the glass pieces of the greenhouse. And you'll be able to see what look like little plant pieces are actually representing different styles of tree on different stud pieces. The clock tower piece is a printed tile, as I've already said, and just to the right of it, at the very top there, is Dumbledore's office tower. And again, I love these shots because these shots they look like a little world within itself there. And there's the aerial view. The actual tile itself that it's on, the slab that's created, isn't actually that big. It's such a condensed piece, given that it's only 2,660 pieces. And it certainly feels like a lot more when you're building it. This is one of the longer builds that I have had to do. It's a labour of love because of the size of the pieces. You very rarely get a bigger piece than a 2x4 brick. That very rarely shows up. And given the amount of sand, green and grey, your concentration will be tested throughout. But going back to the price, at £150 in comparison to building the modular version of Hogwarts, which will cost you 3 or 4 times that, I do think this is a fantastic set. It looks beautiful as a display piece and might well be the best value for money if you're looking to build the iconic school for witchcraft and wizardry.